Hello happy souls, welcome back to my channel. This is Charlotte with Happy Twins 1111. So, welcome to all my new subscribers, welcome to my regulars. I love you guys so much. We're going to do a reading for Scorpio. I've just done the Pisces read, so I'm going to try and do all of the water reads today. Happy Halloween as well. So I'm going to use the Illest Tarot. Scorpio, what's happening in your connection? This is a love forecast for November 1st through November 15th. We're going to look at the current energies first. And while I'm shuffling, just reminding you guys that today is the last day you can book my Spirit Release Therapy with a 20% discount. The code is on my community page. If you click on my channel and go to the community tab, you will find the coupon code and my web address, which is happysouls1111.com, so you can go and receive that 20% discount. It expires at midnight tonight. Okay, Scorpio, what's happening with your person? What's the forecast for early November? I will do another update mid-month. Do you know what? I'm really paranoid I've not clicked record. Of course I have. I do this all the time. So we're going to look at the current energies first, see what's happening in your connection. We're going to see how this person is feeling and thinking about you. What are their intentions for the coming 2 weeks? What can you expect? And what's the advice for you, the guidance to move forward? I don't actually time my readings. I just talk as long as I feel I need to. So, you know, they might all be different lengths. I never have a clock in front of me. I just work really intuitively. Now, this is for Scorpio, but if your sun, moon, or if your moon, rising, or Venus is in Scorpio, there may be some messages in here for you too. And you may, of course, cross-watch to see if there's any messages in the others for you. And if it's your person that's Scorpio, then, you know, take what resonates, because I'm going to refer to the reading as though I'm reading for your person, for you and your person. So, you know, if you're not the Scorpio, then you can assume that when I say you, it's your person. And oh, this is getting really confusing. You know what I mean? Okay. So what are the current energies between you and your person, Scorpio? We have got the Seven of Wands reversed. We've got the Knight of Wands reversed. We've got the Queen of Swords reversed. We've got the Page of Wands. We've got Temperance in reverse. Got the Six of Cups in reverse. We've got You Know the Drill, which is an extra card in this deck. We've got the Devil reversed. We've got the Page of Swords in reverse, and we've got the Magician in reverse. So current energies between you. Honestly, they look pretty harsh. I feel like you may have let your barriers down. You may have, you know, try to be honest with your person, and it's not been very well received. I see a lot of immature communication here. This is someone that's not really being very truthful. They're still perhaps being a bit cold. They're not expressing emotion. They are not coming forward. I feel like their communication is very limited. It's kind of bare minimum, and you know, with the Devil in reverse here, I feel like this person's working through some kind of addiction issues, or they're going through, one of you is going through releasing addiction or codependency issues. There's some kind of unhealthy attachment that is being released, some kind of distorted love that is being brought back into balance. But the communication here feels very limited between you. Things are out of balance. Neither party is feeling empowered to move forward. So it feels a bit stagnant, a bit of a stalemate. And, you know, I feel like you're both in that kind of zone of awareness of knowing that, you know, things just feel a bit flat between you right now. So let's see how this person is thinking and feeling about you. We've got Justice. We have got the Two of Cups. We have got the King of Pentacles in reverse. We've got the King of Swords upright. And we have got the Eight of Cups. So I feel like this person, I feel like they feel very deeply for you. I mean, the Two of Cups is a beautiful card to come up here. This is very emotional, very deep. This is a desire for union, but I also feel like they have walked away. And this is because you've not presented anything tangible. With the King of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like you're feeling very unworthy. Or they may not have presented anything tangible to you, but you've walked away. I feel like their feelings are strong and they run deep, but, you know, that they may have their own, that there's been a feeling of just, you know, imbalance, lack of fairness, lack of truth, lack of emotion from this person. I feel like they are just not coming forward with their emotional truth. I feel like they're trying to be very pragmatic about the connection at the moment, and that they're not actually giving you anything tangible, but their feelings that they're concealing is that they are very, very deep. But they have moved away to focus on themselves, to heal their own stuff. For some, there's karma here, and I just want to see what that... So they can't see the wood for the trees. This person, you know, they're trying to bring themselves back into balance. They're trying to focus on themselves right now, is what I'm feeling. So, you know, they do care about you very deeply. As I said, we've got the Two of Cups there. You know, this is a desire for a real, romantic, beautiful, harmonious partnership. But they're certainly not in this energy of feeling like they can offer that. The King of Pentacles in reverse may indicate that they've got some problems with work. It may indicate that they are just, you know, what I'm feeling is the throat is not connected to the heart space. So they just don't feel able to express themselves emotionally. And so they're coming across very cold. And they know that they need to be more yielding. They know they need to open their heart space. And I feel like this is why they're perhaps not very communicative and taking some time out. So that it can bring things back into balance. But I feel like both of you are, you know, in this place of ready to release this connection. That it's not fulfilling either of you. It doesn't feel safe. I feel like you, Scorpio, are feeling particularly vulnerable. And just like, you know, you can't... I feel like there's a lot of bitterness here and a lot of resentment also. That you just don't feel you can... you know, you can speak your truth either. So, you know, it takes two people to tango, and I feel like you're both kind of, you can only meet someone as far as you've met yourself. And because you are, you know, in this zone of not really knowing what to say or do, that's being mirrored back at you. Or you're mirroring it back at them. You know, you're keeping a lid on everything, but they're really keeping a lid on it for sure. So let's see what their intentions are for you in the coming 2 weeks. We've got the Five of Pentacles. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. The King of Cups, that is Scorpio energy. The Two of Pentacles. And the Seven of Pentacles. So I do feel like they are, you know, they're feeling pretty rejected and pretty afraid. And this is why perhaps, you know, this connection is ground to a standstill. But I feel like that cycle is closing out. Now, the King of Cups is Scorpio energy. It's represented by 2-pack here. And with the 2 and a 7 following, I mean, this is all very grounded, earthy energy. And the King of Cups, you know, this is someone that cares very deeply. As it is Scorpio energy, you know, I do think they're going to be very focused on you. And with this Two of Pentacles, bringing things back into balance in you and investing in a new beginning. But they still may not come forward with feelings, even though those feelings are there. You know, Scorpio energy is very contained, very mysterious, very self-restrained. They don't blab their feelings. They don't talk about them easily. So I don't feel like this person is going to come forward with raging emotions for you, but they are going to be tentatively opening the lines of communication again and wanting to invest and try and get things moving forward. It's what I'm feeling fairly strongly. But they're feeling pretty rejected, and I think there's a lot of fear surrounding that, but they're being pushed. I feel like the energies are just shifting to create that dynamic between you. And also, you know, we are in Scorpio season. This is a deeply transformative time, and I feel like their energies are transforming, and you will notice that shift in your connection. So that's their intentions. Let's see what's actually... So we've got another 7 there. We've got the World in reverse. We've got the Ace of Cups in reverse. We've got the 7 of Swords. And we've got the 10 of Cups in reverse. So a lot of 7s here. That's a divine number. So I feel like they're being really pushed. I've talked about this a lot in my readings. So I'm going to bring it up again. But this 10-10 portal is really pushing people to close out cycles. And I feel like for your person to do this, they need to come forward with some honesty. And I don't think they're going to be making an offer or making any loving declarations, but they're also very indecisive about this. They're still very disillusioned about what this connection means to them. I feel like they're being quite sneaky and deceptive, and there's something that they need to reveal to you, but they're afraid of how this is going to be received and that this is going to blow any chance of a future with you. So I feel like they may come forward with this truth, and I feel like, honestly, your initial reaction may be one of, not doing this anymore. But you probably won't walk away. You know, you're too caring, and you care about this person too much. So I don't know. I mean, let's see if we can get some clarity on what this deception or sneakiness is. I feel like they just don't have the balls to come out and say that they're not ready for this. They're not ready for you. They're not ready for a new beginning. They just want to be on their own. It's not clear why, but they're definitely carrying some kind of painful burden right now, and they don't want to burden you with it, is what I'm hearing. They just don't feel ready to take the pressure of you know, investing in this connection. I feel like they're going to tentatively open the lines of communication, but they are in distorted masculine energy at the moment. They're going through a tremendous amount of anxiety, and they're really wanting very much to focus on themselves with that hermit energy. So I feel like they're going to try and bring things back into balance, but it's going to be from a very platonic standpoint. And you know, they're still very disillusioned, but they know this isn't over between you. They just need and want some time, is what I'm hearing. The guidance for you moving forward, Scorpio: you need to surrender. You need to surrender to what is. You need to focus on your own fulfillment. You need to get your, you need to bring your spirituality back into balance. And there's also a healing cycle being closed out for you, which I think is going to allow you to connect back into your own intuition. And I feel this is what's been driving you crazy about this person, because they've not been coming forward with their truth. And I feel like instinctively you know the truth, but you're not able to accept it because their behaviour is so contradictory that it casts doubt on your knowing. It creates this very indecisive energy. I feel like you feel it's dead and done and that they really don't feel anything, but that's really not the case. They're just not in a good place. And I really feel like, you know, in many ways the absence is going to be a gift to you, because I do see you closing out major healing cycles, and that really needs to be your focus at the moment. It's about focusing on yourself, about coming into surrender, about moving into a much more playful and light-hearted energy. So, you know, no major progress for you in this connection. Your person is just in their own world. They're wrapped up in their own pain. They're not revealing what that is. I really can't pinpoint it. It's not even been brought forward in the cards. Arthur is saying there's a lot of jealousy and envy. There's a lot of lack of self-worth. There's a feeling that they do not have enough to contribute to this connection, and they've put you on a pedestal and are just not hopeful that they could ever live up to this potential or expectation they seem to think you have of them. So that's a big part of it that they're not admitting, but that's as close as I'm getting to the truth. And I do feel like there is more to the truth, but they're just not ready to reveal it. It's not even coming through in the cards. Let's pull a few some more. What is blocking this person from coming forward? What is it that they're afraid to reveal? What's blocking them? What are they afraid to reveal? So we've got King of Wands in reverse, we've got Strength, we've got the Five of Wands in reverse, we've got Temperance, which is upright here, and we've got the Knight of Cups in reverse. So I feel, you know, there's some shadow aspects that they're not telling you that they're trying to build up the strength to deal with at the moment. I do feel like you may have a little bit of competition and that they're not ready to reveal this to you. They're not ready to be honest. But again, it's just not clear what they're holding back. I just feel like they're building themselves up and they're trying to bring themselves back into balance. Even though temperance isn't traditionally associated with Pisces, you can see the two fish here, and we've got the Knight of Cups in reverse, which is also Pisces energy. And I think my gut feeling is this person might have been stringing you along, trying to keep you warmed up, even though they have no intention of making an offer or coming forward with anything tangible, romantic or real. And perhaps they're kind of, not being completely transparent about that, they're giving the impression that they've just been caught up in other things, and the truth is I don't think they want to express their indecision to you. I think because they are indecisive and they're not sure what they want, they're just trying to park this connection whilst they make up their mind. And I feel like with the Seven of Swords coming up in reverse here, they're not ready to come to your door with that truth. You've actually got, this is the Seven of Swords, but you've got someone literally waiting at that door holding their truth. And with that coming up in reverse, they don't know their truth. So there's a tremendous amount of indecision for this person. Let's see what they're actually indecisive about. What they're indecisive about. We've got the King of Cups again. So what I'm hearing is they're indecisive about themselves. They don't know who they are. They don't know who they are and what they want. So I think the reason we're not getting to the bottom of this is because they don't quite know themselves. And as I said, we had the Two of Cups come up there. This person has really deep feelings for you, and I feel like they spend a lot of time fantasizing and daydreaming about how things could be. But as soon as those kind of thoughts of a happy ending come into their mind, I feel like they're being cast aside by serious doubt, and really serious self-worth issues and intrusive thoughts that are just, saying to them, this is never going to work, don't even bother going there. So, I just think this person's in a dark place. They're very anxious and they don't know what they want. They don't know who they are, is what's coming through really strongly. So let's get some more guidance for you in terms of how you need to move forward, Scorpio. What do you need to do for your own highest good in this situation? So I think you need to hold back as well. Don't be rushing towards them. Don't be reaching out with an olive branch. Don't be making any offers or apologies. You've not done anything wrong. It's this person that can't make up their mind and that's leaving you hanging in the balance. And with the Page of Cups here and the Page of Pentacles, both in reverse, you're definitely guided not to move forward and to concentrate on building out, your own... your own work. This is a career card. This is about focusing on the things you do have control over in the areas in your life where you can be productive and add value. There's also a need for you to let your hair down, to get out with friends, to celebrate, what is, even if it's not where you want to be, and to just relax. There's no new beginning with you and this person. You really need to come to terms with that at the moment. They are not in a place to make a decision. So as I said, they don't know who they are and their feelings are going to stay contained. They're going to stay wrapped up. They are not ready to let them go. We've had that Scorpio card, that King of Cups, come up twice. Now, as well as representing them and their state of mind, I do feel that this is a very strong indicator that you are on their mind. And it's you, as much as they are indecisive about themselves, they are also horribly indecisive about you and what they want from this connection. And it really does boil down to worthiness. They just don't know how they're going to live up to, I think, this ideal that they've built for themselves. They don't know how to move forward, but you are on their mind. You really are. I mean, we have got some kind of victory. I do feel like, they're going to continue communicating with you. There's also some kind of trip or vacation indicated for some of you, but just be wary of that because I'm feeling like they may come forward with some plans and then not actually see them through. We've also got the Queen of Cups in reverse here. And, that's a kind of emotional outburst, some kind of emotional immaturity. With the Sun in reverse, again, there's still some truth that just isn't illuminated. They don't know how to be honest with you right now. I feel like there's just so much stagnant, blocked energy with this connection right now. And it's because this person, your person, just they don't know what they want. They don't know what they want. They don't know what they feel. They don't know themselves what the truth is. So they can't come forward a truth which they haven't determined for themselves. That's coming through really, really strong. Really strong. This is very confusing energies from this person. I'm going to use the archetype cards as well. These were a gift today from Alana in Canada. Thank you so much. Appreciate them so much. We've got the creator. We've got the empty room. We've got the vessel. We've got the warrior, the river, and the medallion. I think they know that they need to fight for this. I think they know that it's up to them to create a new way forward. But, I mean, you know, the empty room is a really dark card. I've not read the book for these cards at the moment, so I don't know what they're supposed to mean. But what I'm picking up here intuitively is that this person, you know, there's a part of them that really wants to flow with this divine plan, that they're feeling just really pushed and shoved in your direction. But on the same token, I mean, I'm literally seeing them in a dark, empty room, mulling this over, resisting that flow, and just not being ready to let go. The vessel, you know, this reminds me of the cup, and this is a number 69, which is, you know, also a number 6 card. So they're building themselves up. They're building themselves up to making an offer, is what I'm hearing, to bringing themselves back into balance. But the moment they're going against the current, they're trapped by their own self-defeating thoughts. They're resisting these energetic shifts, even though they desperately want to create this new beginning and to fight for this connection. You know, they want to complete this old cycle that they're stuck in. The king is about taking back control, but what's really interesting about this card is it is actually a number 3 card, which is Empress energy, and yet it's called the king. So this could mean that they're also in distorted feminine energy, which is very codependent, very needy, very jealous. I'm picking up a lot of envy with this person as well. So it might be that, you know, they're looking at you as being much more powerful, more controlled, more together than them, or successful than them, and that makes them feel, you know, even less worthy. And that's not to say that you should shrink yourself to make them feel better. This is their own inferiority complex. But the colours in this card are also making me feel like they're very triggered by this. They're very triggered by your power. If you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart and not in your mind, for the heart is the gateway to your soul. And I feel like, you know, deep down, you know, which is why you've pulled back, and why communication is kind of ground to a standstill, because I think intuitively you're picking up on this truth, well, the truth of what the situation is, which is that this person doesn't know what they want. It also says here, life is a series of constantly shifting cycles, and when we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow, because you will be surprised where it leads. And again, I feel like this person is really struggling to do that, but that you're guided not to allow, you know, their stagnation to hold you back, and that you need to flow with this divine plan that's being presented. You don't need them to continue your own healing and ascension, and that's really strongly indicated for you. I wasn't going to get any more of these, but they came out, so we're going to read them. Emotions are a natural part and necessary of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. So resentment and bitterness was really clearly indicated up here, and I really feel like that's something that, you know, you need to heal and let go of. Acceptance is the key to inner peace, it says here, and at times we must accept things as they are. These just keep coming out. There is no point trying to change that which is beyond your control. So you need to accept where they are and who they are right now, because, you know, they need to look inside of themselves. This is what it says here, and examine what's causing them to feel this way. You can't work it out for them. And I really don't think there's anything you can say or do now to help them make that decision. This is something that they have to reach on their own. The sexual union card is about honouring that place in one another and that you are one eternal soul. So this is a very twinny card to come up. It's saying there you'll find true bliss. So it could be that this person, despite not being ready to open up emotionally, despite not being ready to offer you anything, may be coming in hard and fast with a lot of sexy sacral energy, wanting to connect with you in a very passionate way. It's up to you how you deal with that. I mean, if this is your divine counterpart, if you're talking about a twin flame, you know, sexual union is a stage in the journey. And if you haven't completed it yet, then I would strongly advise that you get jiggy and accept the leg over. But, you know, how you feel about that, given that this person isn't offering anything tangible, is very personal to you. And you've got to look after yourself, your own needs and your own well-being, Scorpio. So sending you lots of love and light. I feel like you're in a really tricky situation, but you've done the right thing in pulling back and in taking care of yourself. I think you've read these energies correctly, that this person's very confused and, you know, they're not offering you anything, not because they don't feel anything, but because they don't know who they are. They don't really know what they want, and they're trying to make sense of the energies between you themselves. So please hit the like button, guys. It really does help my channel to grow, and I appreciate it so much. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can find me at www.happysouls1111. I'll see you mid-month for another Scorpio read. Bye-bye.